$50 pizza when I'm eating in Soho. I heard that you in love with the stuff in your hitting them. Hate me, they hate me. What should I do? Keep getting money. It's funny, I was just like you. Super Bowl Sunday with the facts. Security guard told Kevin Hart to relax. Oh! Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop whole game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop whole game in the chokehold. I reinvented myself, they sorta hated it. I reinvented myself and upgraded it. Traded in the Jews, copped a couple new ones. Lost a couple friends and got a couple new ones. Upstairs and downstairs, the balcony. These oceanside views, the alchemy. Ain't nothing crazy like the city in the summertime. So when it's winter, I still be on my summer grind. Handle your business, handle your business. Loyal and honor, don't break the bro codes. The more red rose, max with the rose gold. Whoever counted me out, they can't count. Oh! Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop whole game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop whole game in the chokehold. They call a podcast Poppy. King goes, I see they trying to copy. Diamonds in the...
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the New York Giants. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
This is Coleman. And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Tie you right. Hey. Hey, boys, got 4 down.
Out of the gun, Newton dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Telvin Smith in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And the Giants send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
Tempo.
Now Wilson on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. On third down, Wilson. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. To throw is Wilson. Throw left side, complete to Burnett. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like
yeah,
that?
yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Tempo, tempo.
Throwing again here, Wilson. He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Corey Coleman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Coleman. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
20. Hey, hey. Right to the 3.
From the gun, here's Newton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Hey, hey. Do something. Gun. Great. Get hot.
They will go for it. Now Newton. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And all the way down to the 26. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Newton. And it's intercepted at the goal line. T.J. Green with a pick. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Shart's got it left side. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
5 yards on the pickup. So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
On 2nd down, Wilson. Incomplete.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
14. Go 14.
Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And this will get him all the way inside the Giants' 10. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Now it's Wilson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
4th down. Here's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Giants are going to get the football back. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw it back into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A huge play there for Washington. 51 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Now it's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Here's Wilson. Quick hitch, complete. It's Griffin. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
The penalty gets them half the distance closer, but they'll still need to come up with something on 3rd and goal. To throw again is Wilson. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Oh, such great concentration there, going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There are so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. New York set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. To throw on second down is Newton. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Open man is Switzer, complete. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Steps away to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. 3rd and long, it's Newton. Being chased out left. Aguilar has it. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives him the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
20. What's that? What it is? Hey, defense, let's go. Great.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it.
Gun. Express! Hey.
And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Hey. Gun.
They snap it to Newton. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there of 22. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And that is going to be incomplete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Giants are going to get the football back. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, Newton forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Nelson Aguilar as the first half is winding down. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
And got his man complete. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Redskins who have the lead here. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And here come the Redskins now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Throw left side complete. That's Griffin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way down to the 5. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 51 yards. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Second and goal, and Penny standing by himself in the backfield. He's going to get it running right. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? They come out here in the eye. Here's Penny. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Rashad Penny, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Russell Wilson now will bring his guys up to go for 2. From the gun, it's Wilson. Binds, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend the play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter three.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Right to the 3. Set. 180. Hey, hey. Check. Fresno.
After the run, Newton going to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Check 26, check 20. Hey, get right down.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th.
Gun. Hey. Switch. Hey.
They will go for it. Now Newton. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st down, Wilson going for it all. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd down, Wilson escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Aaron Lynch in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, You're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And the Giants ready to come out now. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for the Giants. 41 yards. Now, he's got their only touchdown. This offense struggling. They target him again.
Everyone is looking for the hot hand, and sometimes you just don't have it. Maybe it's just lukewarm. But you go to that guy and try and turn it hot. Try and get things going. Find a way to get everything kick-started. As you noted, he has only touchdown, so he's had the most success in the game thus far.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On second down, here's Newton. On the move to his left. Flipping left side, and he's got him in. That's Walton. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
From the gun, here's Newton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game.
20. Hey. Here we go, D. Do something.
Here's Newton now on second down. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. The Giants on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is third and goal. They come out here in the eye. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on fourth.
Now this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on fourth down?
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Do some. 20. Do some.
Out of the gun, Newton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. As his guys are in for 6. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the fourth. On second down, Wilson. Throw left side, complete to Burnett. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
To throw on second down. Newton flushed out right. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. On third down, Newton, and he fires one, but incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Hey, hey. 20.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. So out now come the Redskins. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Wilson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing is Wilson, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Second and 10 now, Wilson. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Throwing again here, Wilson looking deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes officials just say let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. 3rd and long, it's Wilson. Shark's got it, left side. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Here's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and that'll push the lead up to 8. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey, hey. Great. Hey, hey. Hey.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Gun. Hey.
Now Newton on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Hey. 20. 20. Gun. White 33. Gun.
From the gun, Newton. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Back to throw. Dancing to his left. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the two-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
A run by Mack to start the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Steps away to his left. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Now Wilson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. And he's able to get it out of there. New York set to take the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
20. 20.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Well, we were